Welcome to another art video with Foxfoot Crafts. Today's video is going to feature a 9-card set featuring a few different versions of Venom. This commission was specifically requested a couple different versions and a couple specs, like the wings of a particular Venom reaching down and kind of feeding into the other cards. So with that being a little bit more intricate, I wanted to go ahead and sketch it digitally to make sure that all the cards would piece together and that I would be satisfied with where it looked. So after I go through and sketch everything out, I can print it and use my light board to transfer it onto my art trading card paper and go from there. Originally, I was going to do a night sky on this piece as well, but after I got the characters drawn out and on it, the night sky would have actually cluttered everything up and taken away from the characters. So I ended up not doing the clouds that were on it. It definitely would have been way too cluttered. With all of these featuring Venom, it was a real challenge making sure that I gave him enough differences and variety and I got the cards spaced just the way I wanted. And so throughout this whole process, you'll see me moving particular characters, putting them in different areas. So it was definitely a very challenging set and just a lot of work. Not even, I wouldn't maybe necessarily even say challenging, it was just a lot of work went into this set. So I worked on it just about any free time that I had, and I would say maybe at least, if I were to clock the hours, at least 3 days worth of work. So what is that? 24, 48, 36, like it, probably even more than that, probably like 40 hours of work went into this set. This was just a very intense set. This digital work that you guys are seeing is actually sped up 700 times faster than what it actually is. When I first tried condensing everything down, this video was like 45 minutes long, and so I just had to keep speeding up this digital process and getting it where I could try to get enough of it to fit on the YouTube video. So you guys can kind of see what I was referring to about moving the characters around. It was really trying to figure out who fit where the best and what colors weren't going to clash, because again, I didn't want to use just all black for everything, and so it's a lot of dark purples, dark greens, dark blues, and you know, to give it that black appearance without actually using a black marker. Because if I had just gone to town with the one color across it, it would have looked very monochrome and simple. Looking back though, that probably would have been way easier, but it wouldn't have looked as good. It wouldn't have been such a cool piece if I had just gone at it with all the same shade of black. And from there, once I have all the characters where I want them, I print them as two separate pieces. One as the center background piece and one as the additional cards. And then place them on my light board and start working on inking them, and that's pretty much it. Going to town. Switching over to the background piece, starting with the center Venom. After I get them all inked out, then it's a matter of going through and coloring. Once I got them all colored, I laid them in place, figured out where I wanted them, and pulled the background from the center card into the rest of them. And went with a darker black for the wings and the center Venom. Again, this helps distinguish him from the other Venoms or Venomized characters. As you guys can see, again, I was going to try to do a nighttime scene with some clouds, but it just looked way too cluttered. There wasn't enough space to really add the clouds, so I ended up scratching that idea. But then I went through and used a ballpoint pen to add a little bit of texture to the wings, give them more of a bat appearance, and then my white paint pen for extra shine and detail. And for our final piece, we have all 9 Venom art trading cards. This set was a real challenge for me. I definitely think anything where I am bleeding the background to make it universal in one whole set, I'm probably going to have to charge more in the future for other card sets, because that definitely takes way more time than some of my other pieces. I mean, wings are pretty heavy detailed. Another thing with this set is because there was so much black, I had to be really careful about using different shades and colors to make sure that they didn't all just bleed together and look like one big muddy collection. I'm probably going to go through and do a couple little finishing touches on a couple of these, but otherwise they are good to go. I'm going to scan them and post so you guys can see the better coloration of them, because I don't think my camera does them justice. So as you can see with these pieces being scanned in, the colors are definitely more vibrant, and I really like this set. If you like them or you have a favorite version of Venom, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in.